Cherry Popper Podcast here, back at it again.
I didn't like how you started out either. You sounded like a newscaster.
Look, that's all we've been taking in is the dang old news.
I'm tired, Effie. Okay, I am.
Okay. Hey guys,
welcome back to Cherry Popper Podcast,
season 5. Season 5. Wow,
I'm drinking.
I've been drinking. So, guys, we're kicking off season 5 with a special guest, my bro, Michael Zachary Tunstill.
Damn, government.
He go by the government though. He go by the government.
I like it.
Zachary. I really do. I really, truly do.
Does anybody ever call you just by your middle name?
Yeah, my whole family
That's
does.
A good question.
My yeah. My dad's side, my mom's
I
side.
did not know that.
Yeah, outside of
baby, what happened? You supposed to know.
Everybody does. My cousins were like, "We didn't even know your name was Michael." I said,
"No way."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so Cherry Popper time. What is your first memory of each other?
What is my first memory of Mike? Shit.
Because I don't remember when you guys met. I wonder if you guys remember.
Sometime, okay. I can't remember this. I think we're on the same page. I can't remember the specific moment, but at some point in my life, I knew Asia. And that started in middle school. No, for sure called you. I feel like I called you Happy Heather back then. I feel like that.
Yeah, you did.
But I remember somebody coming up to me like,
I love Hap.
You're good friends with her, right? I was like, yeah, we're cool. She was like, so what's up with her brother?
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute.
Mind you, Heather's turning 16, so right. I'm easily 15.
Right. And they were probably, what, 20?
They were much
older. You gotta plug them, okay?
Easily over 21.
You asking a kid. I'm embarrassed. And I'm
sitting there like this.
Talking about.
But you were there, Asia. Yes, for sure.
Oh, no, I for sure remember me being
she for
there.
Sure
I don't
was there, yeah.
Nothing about it, though.
It was a masquerade, and the colors were burgundy.
It was a masquerade?
Yeah, but nobody wore no mask. I did. I had a mask. I think me, you, and Cree had masks, though. Or no.
But nobody wore no mask.
Nobody wore a mask.
I know you always had a damn photo album.
Yes.
Every damn birthday. That photo album come out. And instead of it just being pictures of Heather.
You know, it's the group. That's the memory. It's all about you
everybody.
Guys.
Pictures I have deleted.
I love that. That was one of my first
memories.
One of my first fun parties.
Yes.
That's always fun as fuck.
Yes.
Those are the only parties I was allowed to go to anyway. Legit. I was not allowed to go nowhere. Heather,
Sure.
Well, no, you're not going nowhere. It's who? Who was that?
Who was that? I know. My parents were iffy about other people's parties too. Like I went to yours, Rachel's, Kimberly.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
Jasmine, huh?
Man, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I went to all those white people parties because they're white. You know, my parents were like, oh, they're white. They're white. They can't be doing anything crazy.
Man. See, and you know what? That is the perfect transition into today. Yes, because we're going through a very tough time right now. We're going through a very tough time, and I know we've been having our libations because let me just start off by saying, I love being Black.
Hey, man, this black skin, baby.
I love us. Yes.
And it did take me a minute to love this black skin. So
yeah, and
that's real though.
Right. And I bet some people like we have that mindset, but that opened up a thought for me because some people out there probably still are struggling with accepting the skin that they're in.
Yeah, that is true.
Especially given the circumstances that we are in now, even in 2020. I mean, after so many years of fighting for our rights and just trying to be treated as everyday human beings, because at the end of the day, we have the same blood flowing through our veins. Yeah. And so it just baffles me that hatred is still alive and well, even nowadays, you know? It's just crazy.
I'm just tired. It's like, it's exhausting to constantly see the same shit.
Constantly. Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah. And we're in a new month now, and I really had to tell myself, like, okay, like, because we're not only fighting for our rights and justice, but we're also still in a global pandemic. Let's be mindful of that.
Yeah.
Oof.
So it's just a lot of stress and strain on our mental health and our, you know, just like, so I told myself, like, I need to really have self-discipline and limit my amount of social media usage this month. And get some type of schedule or something going, because it's just too much. Like, I couldn't even sleep last night. I was up all night. I didn't go to sleep till 6:30 a.m.
Me too, actually.
It's crazy, right? We were texting each other about Cherry Popper because we were both up.
Can I tell you something a little funny? And I don't mean to make it a funny situation.
Oh no, we need a little bit of light and laughter. You know, we love the light and laughs.
You know.
So I got up at 8:30, and I said, "Man, it's early." And you know, I checked my IG. Yeah. And I saw your live. I said, "Oh, I want to see what you post." So I'm clicking. I said, "Wait a minute. It says 4 hours ago." And then I clicked. I said, "This is 3 hours ago." This is
the time kept going down and down.
Right. And then I saw something like, I don't know. I'm paraphrasing. Like, man, I'm up all night. I said, this was 2 hours ago.
The birds are chirping now.
I know who's asleep now.
Bro, them birds don't give a fuck. Them birds be chirping at 11. And I don't know what the hell they going on with them. So how do y'all feel like now? Because me, it's all black everything or nothing to me.
Yes.
Right now.
And
I hate to feel that way, but I've
always been that way. Like, even, I'll kid you not, my college experience, Facebook started around our college experience, 07, 06, whatever. And so I was so hyped to finally have, back then you had to have a college account to log onto Facebook. I don't, call me thirsty if you want to, but I got my Facebook login, and I looked up everyone. You can search by college, and I looked up every black person that was attending the Long Beach State at the time. And that's how we became friends. I connected with them. Like, I reached out, and like my friend Reese, Destiny, like I reached out to them on Facebook, and I saw that they were the incoming freshmen of class of 07, and I saw that they were black, and I said, I have to get to know them, because, and I think that foundation comes from Asia, from Los Angeles. Like,
that's true.
We grew up at going to West Angeles Christian Academy from preschool, kindergarten through 8th grade. That is 10 years of our life. At that solid, all black, predominantly black. And when I say predominantly black, I mean mostly all black.
All black.
But when I was missing my black experience throughout high school, so when I started college, I was looking for that again, you know, to be a part of the African American Student Union or Black Student Union, whatever the schools called it. Like, I just wanted to be a part of it, and it's a big reason why I wanted to be a part of a Black Greek-lettered organization, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, which is the one I joined. You know, like, I don't know. It's just that
I see what you did there.
Our culture is just so rich, and I'm grateful for the foundation that we had growing up.
Yeah,
it was good. Being a part of the Black church, Mike. Like, when you guys came along in Trinity, like, I just feel so blessed. But like, it's always been all black everything. As Issa said, I'm rooting for everybody black, always and forever.
Yeah.
Man, H, I couldn't agree with you more, to be completely honest. I mean, me and you have similar journeys in regards to, like, having to go to these predominantly white schools. But me, I was so connected to Trinity, and like, a lot of people don't know this, but I was very close to certain individuals at Trinity at a young age. And and I was really connected with the Jefferson Park community. And so it was like, I had to experience diversity, and that's beautiful. That's a good experience. But like you said, H, it's been all black everything since jump. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's nothing like that. All black everything. Whether it's like, you were blessed. You guys you guys have known it, like, that's mind-blowing from preschool to 8th grade, you said, right? That's mind-blowing.
Is
the only people I know
Asia?
from that
Like,
time,
oh my
like,
God.
That's wild.
From preschool,
and still cool.
Yeah,
like, that's
still,
crazy.
Right, yeah.
I know nobody from preschool but my parents.
And your brothers.
Oh, yes.
Once they grew up. Right. Oh, Lord. Mm-hmm.
That's a blessing, though.
Dang,
Real talk.
yeah.
That's why I said the foundation that they instilled in us was so great, because the fact that I still talk to a lot of people that we went to elementary school with.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna marry some brothers, right?
I'm gonna marry a brother, period.
Asia.
What's your thing, Asia, right?
So what had happened was...
Oh, Asia Drew, sorry. I revealed your secret.
No, what had happened was... Okay, no, let me tell you. So, before the situation with George Floyd, right, happened.
Yeah.
I'm for sure Black lives, but how I am now is a whole different level. It's like I'm more educated, like, and I'm really just on some Black people is it for me, right? But before this happens, I was kind of talking to a white boy.
Yeah.
Wait, who you say? What you say?
To white man.
Okay, in my defense, I was very on the fence about going out with him in general from jump.
Yeah, she was. That's true.
Because I have never dated a white boy. I was never interested in dating a white boy, and it's not nothing racist. My whole thing was like, are you even gonna get it? Am I too much for you? Because I'm a lot. But then I shouldn't have to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was so many factors before I said I was gonna go out. I went out on this date, and for me, I don't know if I made it awkward or it really was awkward, because I felt like all eyes were on me. I felt like every Black person was looking at me like, what is you?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was legit what was happening, but that's how I felt. Or I don't know, but that's how I felt. I was very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And he's such a nice person. All he hangs around is Black people, which I mean is not a thing, but I just felt very uncomfortable. But he's such a sweet person. So then fast forward to this thing that happened with George Floyd. I was like, fuck all this.
Yeah.
It's Black or nothing. I'm not dating nothing that's not Black. I'm just on some other shit. Like I'm not. I want a Black king. That's it. And then I got a hit up from him.
Oh God.
And it was awkward again.
Has he been silent about
and see, that's another thing too.
No?
That's another thing too. I'm starting to question friends that I have that are non-Black. And I don't know if I should. Because I'm not saying I need a hit up or that you need to say something, or maybe you just don't know what to say. But I just feel like something should be said, or like like a lot of my non-Black friends haven't said shit.
They haven't reached out to you, so you're kind of.
I have not gotten not any.
And you haven't noticed on social that they trying to be proactive.
I mean, there's no, like there's one person that is one of my friends, and she's Latino, and she said a little bit, but not enough to where like I feel like
it's like, oh, she just reposted something real quick.
Yeah, but I have another friend who I was really close with, who used to be like, what the fuck, minority this that, you know what I'm saying? And now when this shit happened, it's like she's kind of quiet. Silent. I haven't even heard
from her. It's not all brown and Black people. It's just
like, so I haven't heard from her at all. So I don't know how to feel about that either. And I don't know if she's just quiet because she doesn't know what to say, because people are like that. They just don't know what to say and they don't want to say the wrong thing.
Share. There's so many resources out there to share.
That is true.
It's not a matter now in 2020 about like, oh, I don't know what to say, because the templates are there. The email templates are there for you to send that email, and you just add your email address, you add your name. Social media, just share it. It's not about you in the social media sense. It's like, oh, I don't want to share that to my page. Why not? The stories last for 24 hours and it's reaching your followers. Like, you're sharing, you might not want to share it, but like, why not? Because
that's why I said I did a super unfollow of people, because I feel like the not saying something is a problem.
Yeah, because the people who are silent, like, you never know who they can impact from their followers who aren't aware or not saying anything.
Or not saying something in a certain amount of time was a problem for me too. Like, I don't need you to wait till when you feel it's okay to now say something, because everybody done said something. So now, oh, well, I'll just say something. So now it's not no backlash on me for real. In. Yeah, I don't like that either.
Trying to blend in.
So that was an issue for me too.
Yeah.
But back to this white boy. I don't know. I think that's a wrap. I feel very uncomfortable. And I feel bad. It's like I feel bad, but I don't, because like, he don't get it. He doesn't get it. He's not gonna get it. He's not gonna ever understand. He can sympathize, but he's never gonna understand.
Right. But then there's a difference between, though, of course they're not gonna understand, but then there's a difference between like him letting you have that space because that's all you, and letting you be with, your people when you are doing your, black on black y'all stuff.
That's right.
And him sitting back and just letting you bask in that black excellence, as opposed to someone who's trying too hard to like get up in the mix.
That is true.
Just back.
I don't want you to be fake about it.
Back up. Yeah, exactly.
I want you to be like real authentic, but I don't know. I just feel like, for me, I just need you to get it. The only person gonna get it is someone black.
That's what you need. You need your significant other to understand that, to get that for real.
You understand, if my registration and my license is up to date and I'm still dodging the cops, nigga, you don't get that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that ever.
Best believe, every time I see a cop on these streets, I'm looking in my rearview mirror like,
bruh, music turns down and all. Like, you're not gonna understand that.
That's real shit, though. That's real talk. That's real talk.
You're never gonna understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Asia. You can't really put it much better than that.
You can't.
And like, before all of this, I was like, I was trying to explain to my mom, like, oh, there's people out there that aren't racist. Like, interracial dating is fine. Love who you love, blah, blah, blah.
Which is true. It's still
Which is true.
But it ain't me.
Now I'm side-eyeing people who I'm like, oh, interracial dating was great. Now y'all significant others, where the fuck are they?
Yeah.
Like, for real.
That's the biggest thing for me. Where are you when that moment comes?
Right. Y'all want to date us when it comes to the culture and the music and all this other stuff. But when some real shit is happening, when we getting killed out here, y'all are silent.
Yeah, and then that's when that moment comes. It's more than just a social media post. It's more than just, oh, I'm here for you. I love you. I have black friends. Like, it's more than that. It's time for you to really stand up and have my back, because now it's life or death. Real shit.
Legit. Because this generation, we tired. I'm tired.
It's very triggering. Yes. Very.
Yeah.
I'm fucking fed up with this shit. I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
Which goes back to every time I see these videos on social media, it's like triggering, but it's like it kind of like almost stirs up a little bit of hate within me. It's like I have to go back to God and be like, Lord, forgive me. Like, I don't want to have hatred in my heart, but like, this is real. This is a life we're living right now, and it's like, well, do we need to fight? Like, what's going on? You know, like, do I need to get strapped up? Like, it's
that's how I feel. I feel like I'm at the point where I need to get a gun. I need to be at the gun range. I need to know how to work my shit, because honestly, I have no idea, because people are wilding the fuck out now. It's getting so crazy.
And these are people every day,
right? Regular ass citizens
that we encounter. Like, I don't even want to go on a hike in the morning now during the quarantine because I'm scared.
Yeah.
I don't want to walk around the block to get my daily exercise in because I'm scared. You know, you just never know.
This shit too much for me.
I think with white people who are your friends or what have you, I think that what they don't understand is like, you're not hitting me up or you're kind of being passive about it. You don't understand that if that was my sister, would you hit me up? Then you should be hitting me up. That's my sister. That's my brother. These are my people. This could be me.
Yes.
And you are like, oh no, I'm cool with you. But you're not though. You're not really cool with me because you're not cool with what I'm about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that could be me. Like, George Floyd could be me. It could be you. It could be you.
Right.
It could be any of us.
Brothers,
and so you're like, well, you're good. No, I'm not good. All of our bodies are in this singular thing where we're all being shaken up.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know tomorrow it could be us. It could be our people. It could be it could be anybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when George Floyd woke up that morning, he didn't know that was going to be his last couple hours on Earth. He didn't know.
He had plans for that whole day.
And he has a whole daughter. He has children.
You know what's crazy about that, though? In that moment, man, it's the weirdest thing ever. In that moment, you're just like, and the crazy thing about it, it's just so crazy because you're sitting there and you're like, this is the moment. It's arrived. And I can't, it's the craziest moment. But the thing about that moment that kills me is that it could be anybody's moment.
It could be.
And when that moment comes, they say your whole life flashes before your eyes. Real cap, I don't think your whole life flashes before your eyes. I think the people in your inner circle flash before your eyes.
Which is why he called for his mother.
Yes, it is the first thing I
can't get over that.
That's the first person I thought about. I was like, damn, I'm not gonna see my mom again, or I'm not gonna see Eli, or I'm not gonna see Taylor. But that's the thing that gets me is like, it could be you, Asia, tonight. It could be you, Asia, Heather, tonight. I hate to say that. I don't like to put that in there.
Over something stupid. Something minimal as me walking out my house to walk to the mailbox. Like, it could be just that. And it's a problem. That's crazy.
In your apartment building, Breonna Taylor was in her bed.
Sleep.
Elijah McClain was still pleading and saying how beautiful you guys are. Like, oh, you're great. You're phenomenal. Please let me go. Like, I can't breathe. Like,
and Elijah, for me, it hits so home because he is a great example of, Elijah McClain is a great example of, it doesn't matter if you're the kind girl. It doesn't matter if you're nice. It doesn't matter if you're confident. It doesn't matter if you're coming from a pure heart. You are in charge. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter at all. That's why, I've had issues. Problem with what the fuck Trina had said on the podcast with Trick Daddy.
I didn't listen to that.
And I just feel like she said something along the lines where, well, one, I don't like when we're sitting here talking about Black Lives Matter when people sit there and say black on black crime.
Oh, right. Don't bring
there's
that
Asian
up.
on Asian crime. Nigga, there's Latino on Latino crime. Like, nobody mentions that shit when cops are killing them. But when it's us, everybody wants to say black on black. Nah, and I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Then I had an issue with, she said, oh, I'm never nervous because my registration is good. I have my license. Like, baby, did you think that people that got killed in these moments didn't have their shit up to date or something? Like, where do you get that from? I don't like shit like that.
Even that to me is pathetic because even if their shit wasn't up to date, that doesn't justify
anything.
It doesn't justify them having to be killed. Exactly.
Who phone is that?
My bad. I didn't even realize it.
I just think that's so weak, though. That's so weak. I agree.
It's weak as hell.
Even the black on black lives, I just feel like that is that's so BS, because if the people who said that really did their homework and understood capitalism and how Black lives are mattered, even how we are trained to look at Black lives. You don't see Black people, like if Black people kill white people out here in our hoods, they value white lives more than they value their own skin color's life. And that's a result of capitalism. So, and who does capitalism come from? Who does that whole government umbrella come from? Like, really do your homework.
Do the
That's
research.
why I said I don't like when people are super ignorant or don't educate themselves and they just run off at the mouth. And then when they're called out on some shit, then they want to do, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean like that. Oh, I wasn't educated. You knew you weren't educated when you started speaking. Like, right. I have no more room for excuses where I'm at with it. I have no more room.
I didn't know and all the other BS.
I don't know. Like, I don't have no more room.
If you take a step back and really look at it, who is the group that has been marginalized the most? If you really look at it, people say Black people, that's BS, because in our society, and I'm guilty of it, in our society, Black men come home and they treat the Black woman the same way that the white people treat them. They treat them as their inferiors. And so we sit here and we say the angry Black woman, who has the most right to be angry? Stop trying to make it a stereotype when you know if this happened to you. On top of what white people do, Black people do it to our Black women. So don't sit here and say, I just hate this stereotype of the angry Black woman. Come like, who has the right more than anyone to be angry? And
come on, Mike.
Really look at it, you just take a step back and you just look at it. Who has the right to be the most angry? Who really does? If you just don't judge, just look at the facts.
Right.
Why are we stereotyping that? Why are we making that a bad thing when if anybody else was treated like that, they would be angry, infuriated? I hate that.
I hate that phrase. I really hate it. It's like, as a Black woman, you can't say anything. Cause it's like, oh,
without
being
mad,
you're angry. Yeah, you're causing a scene. Like, what the fuck? Like,
everybody else can be angry though.
Everybody else, but not us.
Not the people treated the worst.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first time feeling? Do you remember your first time treated unjustly? Whether it's being pulled over or you realizing like, dang, this is simply because of my race.
Yes, I do. Now, like, I think H, you spoke of it earlier in regards to high school and being at a predominantly white school. When I was in high school, I was like a football player and I had braids and the whole get up. And I remember, I don't remember, now that I'm thinking about it, we talked about this, I don't remember this specifically in regards to police brutality I do, but in regards to the very first time, the thing that stands out is when I was called into the office. I got in a fight with some kid. It wasn't even a fight. The kid pushed me. And so I was pretty strong at the time. And
hey, come on.
I grabbed him by his polo. We had to wear polo. And I picked him up. And I held him against the wall.
Hey, look. We don't have time.
Okay.
I said, if you push me again, I'm really going to send you a message. And he started crying at the time. And one of the office members came in and they saw what happened. And I ended up sitting in line. I'm writing a movie about it now. I was sitting in the counselor's office. And the kid walked out and he had a detention slip. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get a detention. And I was suspended. And I asked the counselor, I said, how come I'm suspended? I didn't start it. He pushed me and then he tried to swing at me. He just had a slow fist, you know.
And, he had a slow fist. Hey, my God, you ain't got the speed.
Yeah. And the counselor said to me, he said, okay, Michael, let's break this down now.
No, we don't need to break it down. I said what I said.
That's right, right? You know, he said,
see, that's
someone, right? He said, someone who looks like you in the real world, what happens to them? He was like, they go to jail. right? He said, so I'm doing you a favor.
Child, I mean a favor.
And so I was suspended that
I'm
day.
doing you a favor, not knocking you the fuck out.
That part.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that.
So
yeah,
what?
and
Is
I
that a threat to call the police on me so I can go to juvie? Like
exactly. You know, and I remember telling my dad, and my dad was just like, Mike, just graduate. I just can't even deal with this right now. Just graduate. This is too much. You know what I mean? I knew he was overwhelmed with everything. So,
but it's but not everyone has that privilege, opportunity to just graduate. You know, it's not that simple for everybody. Like it could be, I'm trying to just graduate, but the odds are against me because I have all these racist people against me.
Yeah. I mean, I would have a little, like back in the day, I had like a little trouble right here. And there was white dudes with beards. I mean, beards, full beards. And I would come into like calculus or something. I had a little tiny trouble. Go to the office. I'm in the class, sitting next to cats with beard. I mean, these white boys look like wolves. You know what I mean? And go to the office. This is not acceptable. You look rough.
And see, I was just watching a documentary on black hair last night.
Oh, child, don't get me started.
Like, braids, like such as Asia's, her braids look bomb right now. Like that would not be acceptable.
You said thank you.
It's like that would not be acceptable. And I was mind blown. I didn't know this. There's a lady who like she had her business booming, and she had her own shop, and the police came and they arrested her. She has that on her records. They arrested her because they're like, oh, you can't braid in the state of Texas. And then after they arrested her, they banned braiding in the whole state of Texas.
That's that bullshit, bro.
And then when they found that it was like, I guess, making money or whatever, they allowed her back. She had her attorney, and she had to like compose like a lesson plan. And so where people had to complete like 35 hours in order to get their license for cosmetology in order to braid. And then at that moment she was like, dang, well, like they used her in a sense to compose the lesson plan and to teach it. And then after like they made the books, she didn't have no job because it's like, okay, well, she's like, now I realize they're not gonna use me to teach it anymore because now my knowledge are in these books, you know. It's like just crazy. It's just like, and that was just in 1994. That was just in the
tired of motherfuckers taking our shit.
That's so scandalous.
And then all of a sudden, it's a ad. You see all these white people wearing, they call it what, boxer braids.
This is why I don't fuck with the Kardashians. Exactly, prime example. Why I don't.
When they do it, it's all of a sudden in style.
It's a trend.
It's a trend. And then they created it. No. They motherfucking did it. No. They stole that shit. Like, come on.
Yes. Like, because we listen, Solange said it best in her song, do nothing without intention. Every single thing we've done and that we do, we have intention behind it.
It's
and
intention.
There's a purpose behind it. It's intentional.
I'm gonna go get my charger real quick because I'm on 3%.
Oh, nothing without intention. So he's getting started.
Right.
But, yeah, so that documentary, if you guys are wondering, it's on Amazon Prime Video. It's called Natural Hair, the movie. It was so good. Yes, I am not.
And it's so crazy because I don't know if I want to use the word ignorant, but I wasn't privy to a lot of this stuff because we went to predominantly Black schools, to where all this stuff was acceptable. So we didn't have no issues where if I came with my hair naturally curly, motherfuckers wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So you get to corporate America.
Girl, don't get me started. And that's where I feel like I've had the most issues was in corporate.
Yes.
Off of nothing.
But yeah, off of nothing.
Off of nothing.
It blows my mind.
It's kind of crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
But look, you know how I do. I was working for Allstate.
Okay.
Allstate.
Let them know.
And Allstate, mind you, Allstate has a history of having lawsuits when it comes to discrimination. Okay.
Wow.
They have a history of that shit.
Yeah.
So this was like, actually, this was my first year when I was with Allstate. Matter of fact, I have stuff for both years that I was there at Allstate. So this, bitch, I'm done. This was my first year there, right? And I have no problem with companies celebrating Black history.
Oh, I remember this story. Okay.
I'm on the fence. But anyway, I feel like if you're gonna do it correctly. But they put a white girl in charge of Black History Month.
Oh yeah, girl, I remember the story. Unbelievable. Like, come on.
Let me know, because I don't know.
Let me know. I'm still waiting. We still waiting, right? In 2020. Why?
I'm still trying to understand.
White girl to run
what
Black
do you
History
mean?
Month.
And so she comes to me to ask, you know, clarity in some of the stuff. And it's just like the questions that, like the trivia questions she was asking me, and it's like, bitch, do you even know what you're talking about? Like, Did you Google this shit? And I don't feel like she put in any effort. It's like, if you're gonna be about our history and our culture, please educate yourself. Don't sit up here and just pull shit out your ass and then be like, oh, Black History Month. No, bitch. The fuck? And I was like, do you even understand that we built this shit?
That's fucking right. Sorry.
Yes.
And she was like, what? I was like, nigga, we invented most of the shit that you use today.
Most of it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, the internet is there.
And then she tried to sit there and say one of the trivia questions was about Dreamgirls. And she was like, oh, Beyonce.
What?
They're not even the originals. The fuck what are you talking about?
Listen, we don't care about Beyonce and Dreamgirls, okay?
What?
It's a least.
And I told her, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna be a part of this shit because you want some goofy shit, and I cannot. And I'm gonna be that Black bitch in this bitch. I cannot, and I fucking will not do this with you.
Yo, one of these days I'm gonna tell you how it is, like in the entertainment, how in my experience from being at a top school and being even an undergrad, the things that happened in regards to racially things like that, where people said something or did something, even worse, did something where you were like, these are the people running the industry and this is what they feel about it. It will make you sick. It is the things that are said to Black entertainers at the top level.
NYU, Juilliard.
Even higher than that.
Yale.
We've had alumni come back who you all know. You know them. And they have sat in front of us and then be like this, look, I hear y'all because you guys have to fight right now because I'm telling y'all, when you leave here, I'm talking about people who have won academies, Emmys. You know these people.
It's like what Viola Davis just mentioned.
Yeah.
It's people comparing her talking about, oh, you like a Black Meryl Streep. And then it's like, well, I don't get paid like it.
See, these are conversations that I've had with my mom and like my grandparents, and I don't think they really know. Because I'm like, Black people in the entertainment industry are still fighting. Like, just because you see them at a level of success does not mean that they're where they should be at all. And that does not mean that they didn't go through shit to just get there.
Yes.
So
I mean, there are
like, so many,
they don't see it. They just think, they made it here. Result. Yeah.
That's all they see is the end result. And they're like, well, such and such is up there. They've got this award. It's deeper than that.
It's way deeper than that. It shouldn't even have to be as hard as it is for us to get to just a even playing field. Like, it doesn't even make sense to me. Especially when y'all are copying our shit.
Oh, if you don't preach.
The fuck?
Jesus. Wow. Wave them palm trees, girl.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said. That's why I said. I always said this. I said, when I get into the industry for real, motherfuckers is gonna hate me because I am not that bitch. I am not gonna be that.
You know what? That's why I love and respect Amanda Seales so much.
Yes.
She speaks her truth. She doesn't care what you have to say. Oh, you're just an angry Black woman. Oh, you're saying this. Oh, you hate white people. Bitch, no, I'm speaking my truth. And I'm speaking the truth.
You have to have so much courage to be like Amanda Seales. I think she's an incredible woman.
Yes.
Because you're talking about she is being herself, and even being your truest self as a Black person is taking a risk. because they can cut off your finances, they can cut off your family. I don't know Amanda Seal's personal life, but she could have a family. She could have a situation where, she needs to make her money, but she's speaking the truth. And there can be a fear. I can lose, but she's being her truest self.
And what's beautiful is like, even if she removes herself from an opportunity, another one comes on.
Yes.
She ain't So that's why it's like, don't like limit yourself and don't sacrifice yourself for what you think other people hear. Oh, did you just drop your device? Oh my God. Don't focus on what you think others want to hear, and don't try to focus on pleasing others, because you're gonna be miserable, period. Like, speak your truth and keep creating and doing your thing, because opportunities will still come. She don't have nothing to worry about.
Yes.
That's why I felt her so much when she finally got the opportunity to be on The Real, and she cried about it, because she was like, "You guys don't even know."
She said, and then she left it. She said, "Look, this is not fulfilling me. I'm not able to speak my real, true, authentic self." And she's like, "I'm out. I'm not renewing this contract. Nope." And people are like,
I think that what you're saying is so powerful. If you can get into this entertainment industry, and both of you are in it now, and it's so, tricky. It's so tricky, because if you can have the strength, and like, people look at Amanda Seales, and I look at Amanda Seales, I'm like, wow, she's doing the right thing.
I love it.
Yeah, fully is. But you have to have the strength that she has, because it takes so hard. It's a lot. And I have so much respect for her as a human being, because it is so hard to speak your truth when, like, HD, you are one of the most talented people I know. If you are in a situation where, if you feel like, if I say something right now, you as H, where I could lose millions of dollars by speaking my truth, would you still speak it?
Right.
That's the risk that you take in being your true self.
Exactly.
And that's what you have to do. I agree.
That's what you have to do.
That's why I said it's going to be hard, because
it does.
I feel like I'm going to lose out on a lot of money, because I can't.
But that's when you have to have that mindset. It's like, well, yeah, I might lose out on your money, but like, you don't control me.
Right.
These people where you're like, oh, I'm going to lose this deal, I'm going to lose that deal.
I don't serve you.
But like, at the end of the day, I don't serve you. Yes, exactly. So it's like, well, yeah, I might lose X amount of dollars, but guess what's going to come next year?
Right.
Guess what's going to come? I might get a call next week. Like, you just never know. There's something on your beard, Mike. But like, you just never know.
You saw that.
I was waiting for him to get it. I seen him. He was grabbing that. I said he gonna get it eventually. I didn't think I needed to say it.
What was that?
What the hell was that? Lotion?
Right, it was like this tissue that I had. I don't know where it went.
But like, yeah, so it's all about, like, at the end of the day, we all have one life to live. Yep. And at the end of the day, none of these motherfuckers, we don't owe nothing to them. They don't owe nothing to us. They can let go of us just like that, whether you're in corporate, whether you're an actor, whether you're a doctor, it don't matter. You can die tomorrow, it don't matter. So it's like, do what pleases you.
Never work another 9 to 5 ever again.
It's like that MLK
I don't owe y'all nothing.
If you don't stand for nothing, you'll die for anything. You know what I mean? Like, or something along those lines.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you look at Colin Kaepernick, like, MFers might say, like, hey, he's not getting the money he should. And I can understand that, but he at least stood for what he believed in.
He stood for what he believed in. He still got Nike deals. Nike had his back. And this is Nike.
That's why I appreciate
even more than money. He has self-respect.
I appreciate companies who.
That's integrity. That's what's more important.
I appreciate companies who really ride for us.
Yep.
Some do not.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's for sure ride.
Let me tell
They been riding. They for sure ride. Okay.
Let me tell y'all how I would have never thought to buy
for sure.
Ben and Jerry's. Last time I went to the grocery store, guess what I got? The 2 for $8 Ben and Jerry's.
Hey now.
I bought Ben and Jerry's in like 6 years, but I got me some last week.
Hey, I banged with Ben and I banged with Jerry. I banged with both.
Boo.
I wish I would have got them dang old SD dunks that they came with them ice cream dunks.
Girl, I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, people was paying a drop in the G and plus some for
that
them.
unemployment money was dropping like I could not do that.
I wasn't gonna do that.
I need them to drop a G for me.
Oh,
okay.
That part. Okay. Okay. If they serious, they need to re-release. Okay? They need to re-release the dunks. Cause them things
can
only
we get
like
them at
$100.
Like little.
Girl, they're only their retail price is only like $100.
Right.
Yeah,
people just buy them like this and then resell them for thousands of dollars.
Like,
that's how the shoe game go though.
The shoe game is like investing in stocks. I might have to get in.
Hey,
I might have to get in
on the private because I'm low key looking to get into that because
that should be that's crazy.
I was messaging the homie Aaron. I was hoping to get in.
I need to be in that shit.
Imagine if you get some hot shoes, you get 10 of them pairs.
I'm good. How much money here? I'm good.
See, now we're talking business. Now
we're talking business. It's not about the shoes. It's about the money.
It's the money, okay?
It's not houses. It's the money.
Come on.
It's about the money. The money and the cars and the clothes.
I cannot do it. I cannot fucking do it.
It's about the money.
It's all about the money right now.
I'm trying to buy a house.
Me too.
That is.
I have this vision of what my house is supposed to look like, and it's gonna look like this. Shoot.
Yo, I've been meeting with realtors, and they've been telling me like, as much as you paying for apartments and stuff, why didn't you just start paying?
That's
that
what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to own just one house. I need multiple houses.
I need to be flipping bitches, okay?
Heather, you're speaking facts now. Of course, I'm not a one house Negro.
Of course not.
Multiple houses.
Are you kidding me?
This is why I say our Black people need to be educated on shit because we need to be owning property, and I mean really owning property.
I don't know if you know, AC, but you know my little brother about to buy his second house soon.
Lloyd?
Yeah.
You better come on, Texas. In Texas too?
You know, he's renting out his first house. He stays in an apartment.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you
That's how you do it. He's almost done with number 2 now. So that's what I'm trying to do.
I want to get me an apartment building. I want to get that. Right. That's where I'm at with my money. Yes. I want to get an apartment complex.
I want people to be paying me rent.
Amen.
It's the first. I want to press. Like
we
were talking earlier about your grandma.
If not, I need that $100 late fee. I need all the money.
I'm gonna need that.
All of it.
If you're gonna stay here, I'm gonna need that.
Right. I need it all.
Okay.
Now, if you're gonna stay somewhere else,
that's fine.
You. But if you're gonna stay here, I'm gonna need that.
Run me the late payments.
Right. Run me that late.
The fee is there for me.
If it's not here between the 1st and the 5th,
I need to
because I gave you a grace period. I've been there before. We all need the grace. But after the 5th, guess what? Run me my money.
Because I gave you a grace period out of the kindness of my heart.
And you're still here.
Still living. Run me my money.
I've done what I can.
Exhausted all options for you.
Exhausted all.
Yo, but even if like Asia, you just made a great point. When it comes to owning Black stuff, that's why I'm so about Black businesses, because capitalism is so against us. We gotta own our own stuff.
I want Black Wall Street to come back so bad.
Yeah, and you know they rebuilt that within 2 years. Yeah. They rebuilt Tulsa, Oklahoma within 2 years. Yeah. But it's still we need Black Wall. You said what?
I needed to thrive just as it did, and even greater now in 2020, 2021.
That's facts.
That's why I said at this point, it's no resting period for us. We cannot just go back to whatever the norm was.
No, there's no norm at this point.
At this point, we put motherfuckers out of business. At this point, I'm recycling Black dollar. That is it. I'm not fucking with these shits. Nothing that's not Black. I'm not doing it. I cannot.
Mm-hmm. We're recycling. Yeah, at this point, like we are the change, and we're changing, and we're not accepting anything less
at all. I refuse. Did he turn his
mic
off? Mike?
Did you? Are you still there? Mike? Michael's iPhone.
What's his middle name again?
Zachary. Uh-oh. It looks like we lost him.
Well, I don't know if that's
this is a great conversation. I know it's more like first time with dealing with Black injustices.
Yeah.
That's with,
with racism,
it could be
with
race,
white privilege,
white privilege, all of that. Yeah, growing up Black, period.
Like,
so it's been great. This is such a great conversation.
I love this combo.
This is going to be wonderful on our YouTube. You get to see our faces. You get to see our expressions. You get to really see us in the moment. And yes you better flip that braids, girl.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah,
this was great. I love this. I enjoyed this.
I really did. I really did.
Oh,
is he back?
He is back.
Okay. We'll conclude with Mike, of course, back in. Right. We lost you for a
Welcome
moment,
back.
but we're just wrapping up, bro.
My apologies.
Did you have that Laker jersey on at all time? The whole time?
He did.
He did have that Laker jersey on?
He was repping the Lakers, the number one team. Yes.
Always. And always. I'm always repping.
Always. Kobe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Asia wasn't a Lakers fan growing up. She used to like the Celtics.
Okay.
I know her history.
Well, thank you.
I know, I was repping two things: Class of 03 and the LA Lakers. And that
I hate when you used to rep stuff because I would always feel behind. Oh, 7. But I'm old.
Oh, we did do 07.
And 07 too. Yes. One thing it's so funny. I love this app called Time Hop because it shows me like all my old tweets and Facebook statuses from like a decade and plus some ago. And I really used to go hard for the Lakers. That mess is crazy. And it makes me sad because I kind of fell off in the most recent years.
Heather,
I can't name you not nobody on the team. You
kind of fall off. You did fall off.
I can't name nobody on the team now. I'm not gonna lie. But I just know I still have love for the Lakers. No matter what.
You used to go hard for USC too.
And USC did. Heck yeah. Well, it's definitely a great conversation to just continue to ponder upon and really like see how we can, make change and like beat that if we're ever in those situations ourselves. Yes.
Oh Lord, please.
Man.
One day,
have y'all ever been in a Karen situation?
You're gonna play Maya Moore in the movie one day.
Oh my God. Does the Lord just tell you that?
That's right. No, that's right. I looked at you, I said, oh yeah, boom, it's done.
I never knew the story. Like I need to look that up.
To me, that's so unfair.
That's crazy. It's so unfair.
Because guess what? She has not played basketball in 2 years. She has been fighting for this man. Fighting. But nobody knows her story. And
I feel terrible that I did not know.
I'm not trying to.
No, you're not. You're not. Because there's room for all of our stories. It's all of our stories. And all of our stories are equally as important.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. How
because
come we
it's
know?
A fight.
That's what I'm saying.
We're just finding out about Elijah McClain a year later.
Yes.
Yeah.
How come America knows about Colin Kaepernick's story, but we don't know about Maya Moore's story?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand that.
And that goes back to the conversation. Is it because she's a woman? Is it because it's the WNBA? Like, it's deeper.
It's so much that goes with that.
And this woman, look, Colin Kaepernick, and I'm not taking away, he was incredible. He took a knee for police brutality and racial injustice.
It all, literally.
Yes, this woman quit her job. She woke up and said, I'm not playing anymore. Colin still wanted to play. She said, I'm not playing anymore.
That's why I said you need to support incredible Black queens. Support us, like, for real, because
Colin still wanted to play. He just wanted to take a knee. She said, I'm not playing no more. This is more important to me.
Yeah.
I'm off this. I'm about this right here. But nobody's talking about her.
Nobody is talking about her. Whew, man. Wow.
thank y'all for having me on here. This was incredible.
Yeah,
I enjoyed this.
This was awesome. This was awesome. I don't care how long it was. This is very impactful. It was great for my mental personally. Like I really enjoyed this conversation so much. And it's just like, I feel like this is what we need in a time such as this. Beyond the posting, beyond going to the protest, we need to have these conversations, and we need to have these conversations for others to hear and to really, you know, think critically and about what's going on and how they can make change and how they can continue to have the conversations amongst their peers and amongst their families as well. So, and it was fun because we're fun. And this was just a good time. I love y'all.
I enjoyed this. I really appreciate you, Mike, for this. I really appreciate this.
Yes.
Because I'll be on here talking forever. And
oh my gosh, yes. No, Mike, thanks so much for carving out the time. You have a family, you have a wife. Like, thank you so much for spending the time with us on the Cherry Popper podcast. With HD and Asia Drew here.
Asia Drew B.
This is great. And I'm just so blessed and grateful to have you guys in my life.
Yeah. Oh, made me cry, bitch.
Oh my God.
Not the podcast.
Y'all need to tune into the YouTube to see Asia with this fan that she had.
Thank y'all for having me. I love y'all. And this was a great conversation, one I needed to have. Thank you.
Yes, same. I needed it. I feel so fulfilled. Alrighty, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Till next week. See y'all.
How do I start recording?